Cross Caverns is a limestone cave system between Wharfdale and Nidderdale in North Yorkshire, England. First discovered around 1860 by the Newbold brothers and further explored in the 1920s, the caverns are now open to the public as a commercial tourist attraction.
The caverns at Stump Cross lie beneath Greenhow Hill, 275 feet, 389 metres above sea level. Their name was taken from Stump Cross, which in ancient times marked the limit of Knaresborough Forest. The area above the caves consists largely of moorland, the nearest towns being Pateley Bridge and Grassington. One mile of the caves have been open to the public for many years, although the entire system is much more extensive than the show caves, extending more than 4 miles, 6 kilometers. It has not yet been fully explored. The caves are thought to have been formed around 500,000 years ago, although the process by which they were created began during a much earlier period in which the region was covered by ocean. In 1922, the caves were explored more thoroughly by Christopher Long, a student at Caius College, Cambridge. His discoveries included stalactites in a range of colours, suggesting that they were impregnated with iron and lead. Long claimed that he had also discovered an underground lake, but is said to have sealed its entrance when the cave's owners refused to allow him a share of the revenue generated by tourism to the site. The caverns were sold in 1926 to Septimus Ray, the owner of the Heysham Head Pleasure Gardens, for £400. He installed his son-in-law, Harry Dean Hornby, to run them on his behalf. Ray's grandson, George Gill, later took over the running of the caves and installed electric lighting and started to promote the caves as a tourist attraction. The caves remained in his family until 2003. Failed verification. Stump Cross developed into a tourist destination in the decades that followed, gaining an information centre, gift shop, and a 2-bedroomed cottage for the owners. In 1963, Geoffrey Workman spent 105 days in the caves, a world record, as part of a study on the effects of isolation on the body. The caves gained Site of Special Scientific Interest designation, and the Reindeer Cave was opened to the public in 2000, 45 years after it was first discovered. Several fossils have been discovered in the Stump Cross system. The initial discoverers of the caves found 4 near-complete reindeer fossils and a smaller skeleton believed to be that of an unborn reindeer. Christopher Long's 1922 exploration revealed more prehistoric reindeer bones and also those of wolverines. The wolverine bones are now on display at the site's visitor centre. Bison remains have also been found. The caves are thought to have been formed around 500,000 years ago, although the process by which they were created began during a much earlier period in which the region was covered by ocean. The formation of Stump Cross Caverns began millions of years ago, when the area which is now the Yorkshire Dales was covered by oceans. Sediment from the ocean floor would eventually form limestone, the basic material from which the caves are made. The caves themselves began to form as the limestone was eroded by weak acid rain, created when carbon dioxide from the atmosphere mixed with the precipitation to form carbonic acid. Many years ago, underground streams found their way into the cracks and began to expand the cave system as more rock was worn away. Once the streams had gone from the upper levels of the valley, the cave system was left behind, and the mineral structures that are present today slowly began to form as water dripped through the caverns.
Drop my bloody hard hat.
Thanks for watching our trip to Stump Cross Caverns.